right, happy Easter, everyone. It's Simulator Easter Sunday, or Easter Simulator Sunday. How would you say that? Anyways, we got a whole bunch of yard work to get done today. I didn't really have too much of a plan. I started working this a little bit earlier. I got the outbounds out of here and took them over to LAC. We'll go look at those in a minute because we have to, I don't think I'm getting them out, but we'll have to collect them at some point, me or, you know, other people. And we'll build an outbound out of it. But there's a bunch of cars that need to be collected over there as well. Here we have all the outbounds that Deke got together. There's two San Diego ones here, by the way. We're doing now on the Mateo Community server is any of the San Diego cars. I'm going to build a job for it too. Go around to all the yards and collect the San Diegos and bring them. If it's east of, well, it's easier to show you probably. Let me get to my right, the correct deal here. So here's La Mirada, and then here's Porphyry. See right there. This is my build of the map, basically the overlay that I put on top of it, so I can see where the yards are. And anybody else that wants them, they are in the Discord if anybody's interested in having those. By the way, Arco was 169th, so he was first and 69th at the same time. Thank you, Arco, for being here. So what I was talking about a second ago was there's San Bernardino. It's just basically right over here, just east of Highgrove, and Porphyry. So any cars that get processed by the industries or San Diego, SDG, we don't want to send those all the way back up the hill to Barstow just so they can come right back down here where they are going to exit the map basically here at the olive sub or the orange sub, depending on which way they're coming from. So Chris and I were talking about it before. We actually had a lengthy discussion about it today because just confusion was happening. So Chris, if you're watching it, I didn't mean to confuse you, but we definitely, both of us were getting confused. So any cars that have the tag San Diego, SDG, if they are east of Porphyry, we'll collect them and drag them to Porphyry. What's up, Frisk? It's been a while. And from Porphyry, we'll send them down the line, probably AI, down here the olive sub, and off map. If they are west of the junction here that goes to San Diego, so if they're around LMC or LAJ, either the yards in LAJ, any of the, you know, the 3 yards that are there, 4 yards actually, or LAC or Malabar where we're at now. If there are San Diego processed cars that are in any of these yards, we'll make a job to go collect them, and depending on which yard has room for them, then yeah, I'm the same way, Frisk. Just work's been busy. We'll collect them and then we'll send them down the orange sub here off map. So instead of sending the San Diego cars all the way back to Barstow to come back down here, we'll collect them here, build an outbound. It doesn't have to be extremely long since it's just going to San Diego. So, you know, 3,000-4,000 feet is perfectly acceptable to go down to San Diego. And I'll build a job on how we need to do this, but it's going to be flexible because I don't like having the, you know, every single time this is how it has to do. It has to go here and stop and go there and stop. No. We need flexibility. If they're all piled up in one place, just keep dragging them closer to the olive and the orange subs. So however, even if you have to go past it to the siding here between Boston and Fullerton, then we can get them. Of course, we'd have to like figure it out, go in the long run and come back or something, because we need to get here. I don't know exactly how, I don't know. That's why I like it, having it flexible. We can figure this stuff out. We don't need to have every time it's this. I like how everything is just, we got to do what we got to do. As long as we're not breaking any rules, we maintain that flexibility so we can do things. And here in Malabar, I've got a bunch of, there's this JRR car, which JRR is going to go back here. And there's a bunch of Earl cars that we want to get out of there. See, here's an EXX. So we're going to do a little flat switching here is what we're going to start. Let's go take a look. I mentioned there's cars here there's pickups at LA West that need to come over, and there's pickups here at LAJ A and B. Well, those pickups all need to be collected and taken down here and there's pickups at LAJC. And all these need to come over here, and these are the cars that I moved from Malabar earlier. Hello. Hello, Pat. I was hearing my wife's phone go off. I was like, what? So we just need to bring the cars over here, keeping in mind that the loaded cars, there's not very many of them right now. I think there's only one. And we got to send all these trash 9s back to Chris. See, return trash to bar. Because these are all, he brought a train down here. They're all dash 9s except for one that's Norfolk Southern, Frisk. And we can't put that on the lead end because it's not BNSF. So I said real power, but wrong company, because it's not a trash 9. So Chris said, I'm going to send them back to you anyways. I'm like, I know you will. So we have one load and the rest are empties. And there's, I think 4,000 feet of car here or something. And there's some San Diego ones back here as well. I've kept those separated. So yeah, we'll bring those over here to C, as well as all these collections here. And let's make sure that the length of the train does not exceed 12,000 feet on BNSF line here. It's not going up the hill, but even so, the signal distance from all the not the intermediates, but the absolutes, we got to make sure that they fit within the tracks. This is not Railroader. What's up, Lazy? I saw you were just streaming Railroader a minute ago. And yeah, the amount of time that, I was already playing this here a little bit, getting things organized today, and turns out what am I doing here? I haven't played Railroader in about 2 months. No time. I'm going to pull forward here. Let's see. Which one is my... Okay, let's stop here. See which one. But we're going to be going that way. Let me set this as the lead unit. And then what I like to do, swap them all around. So we're going to go backwards. Turn on our lights. And let's get things going. Try pulling that off in Train Sim World, where you just barely pass the switch. Doing pretty good. How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying Easter Sunday. As I said, I saw you. Well, you had a late night stream the other night too. I started to watch some of it last night, then I, no fault of yours, but I get up early normally, so I turned off yours, and then there's some Russian chick that plays piano. I don't remember her name. It's a one name. Oh, 7-hour stream. Oh, thank you. And you can do that all you like. There's no way I would do. I can barely get through 2. My interest, I lose my interest as well. But the person playing piano, Russian chick, Pothole. Happy Easter. So I turned that on, and she was doing like Metallica and stuff like that, but on like classical piano. It was really neat, and I was recognizing the songs. So I was listening to my earbuds as I was falling asleep already, but then I woke up, sort of, listening to it, and I didn't get to sleep till about 3:30. I don't know if that's what it was, but definitely did not help. I listened to her all night and then all morning. Got about 5 hours of sleep. I gotta get up early for work tomorrow, but that's okay. I wasn't gonna stop showing this for you guys. We're on the Mateo Community server, by the way. Again, we have not patched to update 13. There's some questions on the new switchers that they put in, which I have, as to if they will behave the same way. There's some bug that's was already in game, but apparently it's easy to do with those. Makes the train go really, really fast. So there hasn't been a lot of testing. Garrison has been out, and no, they haven't updated it yet. So I do have it. I am when we get it, I will replace some of these switchers here with some of those, because those are, I mean, at 40s are perfect for what we do, and the other ones we'll put a couple in too. We'll give everybody the opportunity to drive both of them if they have them. 7 hours? It doesn't seem like, oh, when you slept, you mean 7 hours? Get past this switch, because what I need to do here is I gotta come back. There's this switch that I need to turn, not that one. So yeah, I'm not aware. It seems like I've seen people talk about it in the depot forums and on the Discord, and they were saying that it seems more on the single player side. And whether that's true or not, I don't know. I got it the other day when it came out, and then I'm currently on the patch 13 alpha. Well, right now I'm on 12, so I can play on the server, but I do have 13 and 13 alpha already done. They just rename the folders so that I can play here. That's what, every time a patch comes out. What's up, Christopher? I always update I make a copy of my running folder, my Run8 Studios folder, make a copy of that, or actually my version 3 folder inside of it. Always make a copy of that before I update. And then I update one of them, and I mark the other one as the previous update, in case there's problems, like stuff starts disappearing out of your directory or whatever. So every time I do that, and then I test out the new stuff or whatever, if I have time on my single player, or if the server's updated, like the depot's been updated. But Mateo's not, so I can switch easily back and forth by just renaming the folder. I'm bleeding all these cars out. Yeah, I have not played the Oak Creek. Man, I have all these DLCs, and I have not played them. That's too much time to learn. I'm just like what I'm doing. I would like to spend time and learn the routes, but when you're, as you know, when you're kind of streaming things, you want to learn a little bit about it first so you don't look like a complete fool. I'll leave these ESX guys here. I'm going to disconnect. See, we'll put a couple handbrakes on so it don't roll away on us. Got some Earl. And let's close this one. I had a thing today also. There's that bug sometimes when you do one, the other one doesn't, it swaps as well, especially when you're trying to open them. You hit like open and that one is closed, it'll open, and then you blow out your emergency. So I'm going to pull forward. I think I have some handbrakes on. I'll pull forward a little bit, and then I can release all the handbrakes as I move forward. Let me. Good. Going uphill a little bit. All right, now I'm disconnected. I released the handbrakes. Jump to the front of the train here. Let's go back to the front of the train. I don't want to take up this if I don't have to. All these guys are going to be going over another to this lane here, or this one. This one's fine. I don't do a lot of super sorting. Just kind of deal with what it as I have them. I have the bell on because I'm going to be crossing here. Let me put a marker here. 1,200 feet of train. Going downhill, so it's speeding up on me. Got another crossing up there as well. There's already some horns for the model of the new Butcher. I can't remember, but there's already some new horns, some whistles. Grabbed a couple of them today, and Heavy Iron, one of our yard masters, put up a new bank file. That's the startup and everything. It sounds really good. I've already grabbed that, so we'll hear that next week. I'll probably put an order in with Chris, the Barstow yard master, to send me some of those switchers too. So they'll come in on a supply train. Or maybe we can have somebody else drive them down with a bunch of locomotives. Take some of our locomotives at the shop and send them to Barstow and bring some back down. Okay, so backing up here, we're going to go down this guy right there. We'll ride the back of the train. I'll set another countdown timer once we get to the straight part of this switch here. Had my finger on the emergency brake. We don't like doing that. Go down a notch 2 here so we don't overspeed. 3, 2, 1, countdown. 1,200 feet. Hello! What's up, Zed? I'm going to push these back here a little ways. We just want to clear the front of the track. Then I'll run over and grab those oil tankers that I need for where we're going. There is that, what was it, a gondola that has the pipes in it? I'll have to work that one out of the stack once we get where we're going. We got 7:30 or so. How you doing, Zed? Happy Easter to you. Oh, I thought I heard you the other day when you were live, and you sound like you had a cold. There's a lot of colds going around, like spring. We're starting to get out and intermix with others and grabbing their germs. Had a few people at work that were sniffy and hadn't got it yet. Wish the water was hot at work. Not very hot, so can't wash my hands like I used to do when I was out at that other job. Keep all them bugs, kill them bugs. All right, 220-ish. I got 2 locomotives on the front, so I can discard those numbers, but for the length of those, I don't know, what is that, 80 feet or something? Go see. We're at, yep, about that. Bring her to a stop here. These not cars. Put on some handbrakes. That should be good. I'm going to go ahead and do a brake test. This is Malabar, so it could be, if I don't check it, these things start rolling, they're going to be gone. They're going to go all the way to the end. But you see how I let off the gas a little bit. I only went to notch 2, so we'll get it rolling and then we'll come off gas and see how quick they stop, and almost immediate. Here we go. Now we are also, oh, it was just released. Maybe I didn't get to it quick enough. All right. Now we're gonna go grab these guys over here. Okay, turn that one and this one. We'll ride her back. We're just looking to get the oil tanks out of there. See what else we have. Might just grab the whole stack and shift it over anyways. Like having room for the outbound stuff because, well, Deke went and collected everything. I don't know if there is outbound stuff, but there will be. Okay, we're coupled up. Put the independent brake on, handbrake's coming off. Let's see what these cars. All right, so we'll go ahead and bleed out all the cars. We're looking to capture these. So that one's for APC, and we got some ESX back here. Yeah, let's just grab all these. Where's the pedestrian? Somebody come in here, I didn't see him. All right, dear, is there still, yeah, there's still air on some of them. I don't like when it does that. Trying to bleed all the cars. And see, it's not doing that. It's not bleeding all of them. That is just a pain in the butt. If you don't select anything, it says all rail cars are bled. All right, now they are. Sometimes they don't. Pretty sure Mr. White. Come bearing gift burritos. That's mighty nice of you, sir. Appreciate it. Go ahead and get your burrito now before Rise comes and feeds them all to the beer keggers, and then on Wednesday. Turn it on now. I'm going to pass this switch here, but I'm going to go deep into that way. Okay, let's do that. 1,200 feet. Yeah, look who woke up. Yeah, some burritos and beer. I mean, what's wrong with that? That sounds like the perfect combination for an Easter Sunday. We had some leftover corned beef. She made corned beef and cabbage for the, what's it called? The St. Patrick's Day. And we had some leftover corned beef, so she just made some fresh rye bread and threw some of that on there, some mustard. I barely woofed it down before the stream started. It had to cool off. It came right out of the oven. That rye bread did. I don't think it was your stream there, Farmer. I think it was Mr. White and his burritos. I mean, that goes... You have that many, you know, it goes right to your head. All those carbs. And it does put you to sleep. I think your streams are very entertaining. I just don't show up to everyone because I'm doing a million things at the same time. And express Chinese food. I mean, you know, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we want this here. So we're going to push these guys back and then we'll get those tankers out of there. Now, these are full cars. I'm not going to be kicking them. I may let them roll a little bit, but I'm not going to be kicking full cars. I do believe that that's not allowed. Mr. White can elaborate on that. Especially like these boxcars. I mean, there's probably Panda Express in there, right there. Something. General Tso's chicken. These cars are wet. I don't think Run8 got broken. I haven't noticed anything dramatic yet. Been playing it all day, just trying to clean up the yards a little bit. That's why I call this one yard work. I'm not going to spend all the stream doing everything here. I'm just going to get these oil tankers delivered. I mean, I don't know. I might. See what happens. We got other places to be, though. We got a lot of stuff. We got mucho yardos. I cleaned up LAC this morning. There's only one intermodal shuttle intermodal. The one that's left there now. So we're going to do that. Put some handbrakes on. Of course now, oh, because I had the independent on. See, that's 3, we'll call 4 handbrakes. 2, 3, 4. That's good. We just need to get over this guy here. Well, I mean, that's what I said. I make a backup copy of my Run8 Studios, or my Run8 version 3 folder before I even do any updates. And I run that updater out of that folder through the command prompt so I can see what gets updated. If I make a copy of it, I just call the copy backup. Then I will launch it, and if this server, for example, isn't updated, I can just go back and forth by renaming the file, a folder. And all your configs are saved that way as well. You just don't do anything with that one. Like, it worked. Why would if I don't touch anything, just make a copy of the working stuff and stuff goes haywire, you know what it was. It happens often, and not just with Run8 or everything. They're making a program that is supposed to work on millions of variations of the computers, different types of windows with different patches and different drivers and different rail drivers. And then a star actually was able to work on something where he can use the Xbox controller to control the train now in Run8 with the new update that allowed custom controls. That's pretty cool-ious. I don't know I'd want to do an Xbox controller. He's going to sell his rail driver now. I was like, why? That's how you got to do everything. You got to rail drive it. You don't see engineers operating trains with Xbox controllers yet. Probably coming. Imagine that, Mr. White. You're sitting in the seat with just an Xbox controller. Your batteries are good. Wrong way. These are some enhanced Earl tankers too, by the way. The skins on them. I don't remember what is enhanced. Yeah. Hey, he's got that kind of greenish hue about it. Get out of the building. Got too close. I can't see where I'm going. Slam into the back. Ah, we're good. Oh, you installed all that stuff and never open it. I mean, that's... I think I opened it last night and spawned them in LAC and looked at them, started them up, and then that was it. Oh, by the way, Farmer, you showed them on your stream, but you left the sound off. Like you had the sound muted. You're all, that was a nice startup, and we're like, you can't hear them. I've done that a million times myself. You're like, oh shoot, I had the thing muted still. Yeah, do some like overdubbing or something, which if it was just YouTube, it'd be fine, but when it's a live one, a bit more difficult to do that. Have to redo the video. All right, we're at 4 miles an hour coming back. Oh, it's your windows that kill the audio. So I'm sitting here, right? I'll be sitting here. Oh, I was watching the fights yesterday, so this reminds me of ESPN. Chokes me up every time I think about ESPN because they double the price of it going forward, and their service, well, it's terrible. Their service is absolutely horrid. The premier sports channel can't get it right. And the UFC actually does all the, the production work. All they have to do is show it. And man, like it goes to commercials and it's just a mess. And so I'm sitting there and the Discord will be like, hey, we've detected a new audio input. It's from the HDMI monitor, or, I'm using DP, but still it's from the monitor. The problem is I have all these monitors disabled as like in the hardware settings as devices, audio devices, but yet it still sees it as a device that it can potentially play sound through. And I'm like, this is ridiculous because it's not a device that is enabled. What's up, NM? I love ESPN and Best Buy. Yes. Yeah, they're in business together. Obviously. Should burn down. ESPN's terrible. I pay for it because that's like the only place you can really watch. I watch every UFC event from start to finish. I don't just watch like the last 3 fights like some people do. I watch every single fight. Or at least I'm sitting here and they're on while I'm doing this stuff. And Best Buy, I mean, this is, so we're talking about the Crown of Thorns prior to today, right? If we're going by kind of a historical dates, that really isn't the same date, but you know, historically. An observation of what happened there. So we got a Crown of Thorns and you're sticking thorns in my side with this Best Buy stuff. Thank you. I gotta get these box cars off here. I pull these thorns out of my side here. Which one are we doing? This one? Nope, I had it right. Leave it there. We'll have to throw this switch. Till we get to the Earl tankers. Yeah, these look good too. These are definitely enhancements. You can see how much better they look. I mean, 2 next to each other. There's that one and then old BNSF. Night and day. But I think the models are newer too. That could be it. Not just the graphic. I believe these are enhancements if there's graffiti on them somewhere. These are new or enhancements. I got a lot of enhancements. I love the paint enhancements. Wish you could see them better. I think it has to do with the model, like the way it shows. And I'm at 1440, so maybe at 1080p it looks better, which 1440 isn't really that much different. I'm not trying to flex here. 1440. If I want to do that, I'll just go 4K. But then I can't have the ultra widescreen monitor because I'm too cheap to buy a $6,000 ultra widescreen monitor. Sorry. I do like 1440, yeah. It's not much higher resolution. It's not much more real estate than 1080p, but it does look better. And of course, with 4K, you know, everything is so tiny that you have to squint or wear glasses just to see the screen. Because there's 1080p, there's basically 4 of the. If you had a 1080p desktop in 4K, there'd be 4 of them stacked up. All right, 2.5, 2 miles an hour. That's a good couple. Have to release the handbrakes and let's push her back a little bit just to get to our Earl tankers. I am hour-ish. I'm telling Gene he's getting ready to do the backups and things in preparation for the update for update 13. I just want to let him know, well, I'm live on the server right now for another hour or so, so give me a little bit of time before you shut it down. Put on that. That should be good. We do have handbrakes on this. Just leave the bell going as we're going to cross again. We're going to put these back here with those, and I think those are the last two that we need. As I mentioned, there is a gondola that has a bunch of pipes in it, like right, not in the middle, but towards the end. We'll just deal with that AFP style. Flip it over like a table, like a dining room table. Oh, put me inside of the thing. Well, we're gonna do, just want to get it straight here, and then leave this here. There's a handbrake on it, so it's not going to roll anywhere. And we'll push it back into that stack after we dump these off. What car is this? ASL? Which track do I want to put it on? I guess this one. This one has less stuff on it. I know I did. Oh, I did that because I was backing up, but I only did 2 instead of 3. Since the boss, Mr. White, is here, we'll not do anything. I'll get us fired, like kicking these old cars. Lower down just a tad bit here. Those APC cars, those are ones that are like off the main. Hardest one to get to from Malabar, but not too bad. Push this back a little bit. And type that. Okay, we'll get 3 of the switches here. I think I have the... I do now if I didn't before. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's good. Now I still got to keep it in reverse. Think. Yep. Coupler's yeller. Make it white. I don't know what they're talking about. There's something about the Dash 9s. Get this thing coupled up. Handbrake's coming off. Let's go on and go back. Let's put these together. Let's go fly over there. We're going to come back. I'm going to push these guys that are here, that are switch. We can come back. Fly over here. We're going to check to see if there's free space, but I'm pretty sure that Deke got him. So we'll check now. I'm doing 11 miles, almost 12 miles an hour. There's those box cars over here too that I could have brought, but all right. So there's nothing. Place is cleared out. Ghost town. Coming in hot. Start slowing down here in a minute. So it's these, this one here that I'll get rid of. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Dynamic brakes. I'll bleed everything out. Hopefully. For the last car. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, you can't be... And I may have done that earlier where I had like one car selected. Can't do that. Won't bleed all of them out. But I have this JRR car. Gonna go over there, but gonna go along with us for the ride. Guy right here is pipes. Over to the crossing. You don't want anybody getting nervous, especially Brian over here. Okay. Typing in the Discord forums here for the Mateo Community server where we're at. If you want to join and come join us, join the Discord and then set up a skills test / mini check ride. It does take about an hour or so. We will make sure that your skills are good enough to not crash your server. That the information is down in the description below to join the Discord, and you want to join the Mateo Community Discord, not the Legion at War one. What's up, Brian? That's not Brian. He's asking if I'm Brian. I don't know what his name is. All right, we got the switch thrown here and we're all lined up. So if I had several different mixes of cars in here, this is exactly how I would do it, the same way I'm doing this now, with just one. I mean, one makes it quicker, but we'd do the same thing if there were more. Or you can spend time in the yard going back and forth, shifting them over. I don't find that necessary. Get rid of Brian, is that you? Don't need these, you know what they are. That car looks good. Brand new one. I think at night too, the MROs is the reflective layer, or the skin, like a skin layer, how it reacts with light. You can see it here. Let's see if it... So it's a little different on this one. That one, you know, it kind of looks like that guy who's asking if I'm Brian, whereas this one's all smooth. So I believe this is a newer model. Not, the paint looks good. Speed up a little bit, starting to chunk down here. After we deliver these, we'll see what else we've got. And that way, Deke came in, and if he wants to continue working this, we'll let him. Oh, he's doing the UP job. He's at bar back. I'm here. Juice is doing the bringing a Q train down to LAC. That's it. Well, Dakota, you know, he's trimming. Go over here. I got the switch thrown. And we'll put... Gotta stand on the ground. While I was looking down, I was trying to hit the right button. Then I pushed, go to the other side of the locomotive, or the other side of the train. E. I'll put 2 cars here, take the one off, put it here, and then put the rest of the cars down there. So once we get these 2 tankers here, we'll pull forward, get rid of these, and then continue back. If we're going to do it this way, we also have to think about if there are too many cars here, which I don't believe there is. Give ourselves some space to put this one in here if we need to shift them over again. Or I could have put it on that further track that's over here. Get to a point where I can stop this here. Move this out of the way here. I didn't quite stop all the way. I'm like, what's going on? It's still going the wrong way. Didn't give it enough stopping. That's just pipes. That's one thing those new switchers do is they'll get up and they'll get you some quick power, you know, that way you can kick. How many cars do I have here? Got 14. I think it holds... I don't remember. Got 14 plus 2, it's 16. Arco doesn't like the math, but that's... Oh, wait. I thought I threw that switch. Nope. Did not throw that switch. Well, I'm going down the wrong track. Did I double click it or did I just not click it at all? Probably... the ladder. There we go. Now we got it. Yeah, I would say this might hold 14 to 18. That's already 4. Probably holds 4 sets of 4. If I'm looking at it this way. Maybe closer to 20. I think. I don't know. We'll find out. Again, that's why I had to leave myself. Gotta leave myself a car length here, so if I need to pull that gondola out, put it here so I can put the 1 or 2 tankers that it wouldn't fit here in that slot. But I think we're okay. Well, maybe not. It's going to be close. All right, we'll bring her all the way back here as they're talking about doing the update on the server right now. Bring it into right here. That's one handbrake. Let's put a second one on. Even a third one so that we can stop it right there. And okay, so that was close enough. So We won't be able to fit them all in there. So let me make room. This guy here. Okay, so 3 out of 14, so it fits 11. All right, we left room. We planned ahead. I don't know why I'm honking. It's just me. Be a good speed right there to couple. And brake off. Going forward. Okay. Push this back. Ah, shoot. All right, so it's secured. We had to bump it over a little bit. No big deal. A lot faster than having to switch it out in the yard, though. Ah. Go back and get our gondola. Take the, okay, that handbrake is off because we let it couple. Okay, now we're going back to the yard here. Drop this off. Missed that. Once I cross these switches, we'll have to fix them. This is like a main line. I'm speeding in the yard right now, but I don't know if this dude's gonna tell Brian or not. All in a day's work. You got that Amtrak? And them's got the Amtrak little icons. Alright. We'll park this here. Right, and we're going to, what are we doing? Put on the handbrake. We don't waste all the fuel. Garrison has to buy new fuel. We'll turn that off. I am going to relinquish. I'm going to make a quick save here for Malabar. If there's any problems, I have everything the way that it was. I can put it back in from single player. And that way, if Gene does update it, as I said, go ahead, update it. I'll just come back. I'll get kicked into single player, which is not that big of a deal. But we have to go look for somewhere else anyways. So, all right. I told him go ahead. He'll just put me in single player for a few minutes, and when you use the rocket rain bug on server, get a lengthy ban. Yeah. Right. So, where do we go? So we're here. Let's go look at LMC. I haven't not had a chance to look at LMC. And I'm gonna go over here. He's gonna restart the server now. He's gonna update it now. So let me do if I can get it real quick, world. And this is LMC. I'll get what's here and I'll wait for everything else to spawn. And this is just in case there's any issues. Oh, look at those beautiful cars there. That's my graffiti stuff that I started playing with. So what I'm doing is I'm saving this. Now it only saves about 10 miles radius, I believe is the distance. But I'm saving as a local copy, if you will. And let me go over to Porphyry real quick. My other yard. I didn't get a copy. It's going in 1 minute. So let's see if I can get over to All right, let's go to PPH. Fly there. Drop on the ground. Let's get a quick save. Porphyry, world, PPH, save overwrite. Yep. All right. So when it drops, we'll be in single player, and so nothing we do at this point will make a difference, but at least we'll keep going, and the server will be updated, and then I can do a quick intermission and come back. Oh, we got to get these San Diego cars out of here anyways. Okay. So I'll go ahead and exit now, and then I'll switch over to the next version 13, and come back in, and that way. Hey, what's up, Railfan? When back to the railroad you go. Yep. So anyways, let me do a quick intermission. I'll come right back in the next version. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. See, that wasn't very long at all. Launch it here. 13 alpha. We're gonna go right back where we came from, which was Porphyry. The lovely music. Tea time. Yep. All right, so we are back in Porphyry. The last save that we had. It looks a little different though, doesn't it? I just saved it. Or did I? Let's see. That's San Bernardino. I saw a bunch of San Diego cars. Okay, so this is some reason it didn't load up the save. Okay, no worries. Once the server comes back up, then all this will change. I wanted to take a look though. Anyways, we'll go while we're looking back to La Mirada. As I said, this is it should have saved where I was. Oh, it changed my screen too. So this, you saw, I just had the name of the yards. This is back to the default one, unfortunately. So that's all right. I could put it right back in, but I have to restart. So I'm not going to worry about that. Was it Millis Mitz? 07. What does that mean? Where are we? Let's see. So yeah, maybe I didn't get thought I got the save for free, but I don't know what. Reload that one. That's the same one. Must not have saved it. What's going on? That's fine. So if I do let's go over to La Mirada. And we'll load La Mirada. That should have loaded. That's where we saved it, I think, right? Yeah, because I jumped and fell on the ground, so we got to wait for. Now, their absolute signals already lined up for running this route. Let's see what spawns in here. I want to just get a quick save so I can look around and see what's here. That did not work for the PPH or porphyry. I don't know that it worked for here either. Did a manual save, so it should have been. These look a little older too. Let's see what's in these sidings over here. Nothing. All right, well, let's go back. I know earlier I saved. I did save over here. Again, we're waiting for them to load. I saved all that stuff that I moved there, but right now it's empty, so. Should be here in a minute, hopefully. If not, we can run over to Malabar and look at that, but. That's odd. Normally it all loads up. Foggy in the single player, but. All right, where am I? Getting lost. Getting lost in the fog. Rainy here in SoCal. I mean, nothing's here. I saved this earlier. Yep, nothing in Malabar either. Fun. Like, why have a save button if it doesn't save the equipment that is here? What's going on, Railman? Or, you know, was it 24? No. Yeah, it should have been these ones. The timestamps on. Oh, you know what it was? Yep. So it's in the other directory. That's the problem. All right. Let me go grab those. So I swapped over and I did not copy those saves over. That's why it looks like this. That makes more sense. I'm going to the V3 routes, SoCal. And then trains. You just copy the whole trains directory over. Copy that. Go here. Going back to the new V3 user guide. I don't want that. I want to go to content, V3 routes, regions, Southern California. And then I'll paste this in here. What about Grabber? All right, and then let me, I'm going to exit this and come right back in to reload that. And then we'll load the porphyry. . I knew who Grabbard was. I don't know what you're asking. I do remember him, yeah. Okay, so now, see, this is right back where we were. That's what happened. Whoops. So let's see if the server's back up. I'll have to redo my password again. Let's see if there's any clients pop up here. Oh, wait a second. It says 4 clients. So it looks like the server's back up. So we'll join that here in a second. See if it lets us join now. Bad password. So let me correct that here real quick. It wasn't like I was just in there. All right. There we are. We put in the password here. Randomized password. I have to fix it every single time anyways. And I've got one more to put in here. So and we're back. What's your question? Okay, so I am, yeah, we're back in the server. So we look and see who's on. Sinstar, Dakota, Concentrated and Juice, Steak, and myself. Yeah, there's new train cars. There's new locomotives. These, let's see. I'm not going to put them in because we haven't allowed them. We haven't tested them and said that they're okay to go yet. But I will show you quickly the new switchers. And then we'll delete them so that they're not left in server. We got a bunch of these MP15s. And one more is going to be here under Amtrak. All right, so here's the new trains. So these are new switchers. And this is using Heavy Iron's sound pack for them. So there's a guide to using these. It talks about you can't have the front and the back lights on at the same time. And that's true. And I don't like this one has ditch lights in the back, so if I made that one, I make this one and I turn on the reverse. See, I got to turn off the headlights. The reverser has to be in reverse. Let's see. See, this is a long hood lead. This one should be running. Let me separate this one off. Close the angle cocks real quick. Disconnect. Connect the MU. Oh, they're not dynamics? I thought it said it had three speeds of dynamics. Oh, I have the handbrake on. Whoops. Oh, so there's dynamics. You just have to turn them on, I think. There was, let's see, let me get inside the cab. I'm trying to do it on the keyboard. I don't remember what that is. There we go. A little delayed. There was something, there's a hump controller, and then I thought there was this switch here. It's on the road. And this has to do with the different speed settings. Like how fast it, let's see. I want to just click it over. One. There we go. So that's like, it does different idle speeds and different traction motor settings. So like that's a high idle there. So that way if I go forward and I need a kick, so you can get some speed going up. Now, see how that thing hauls ass? That's why we're not really bringing them in the server, because it will go quick. It will go really quick, so delete that one. Disconnect this one here. I better close the angle cocks first before we disconnect it. Even though I closed it. I closed it. So we will bring these in, but we got to do a little bit of testing on them first, because like I said, there's some nuances, there's a little bit of differences to it. We want to make sure that we're still operating the server safely. So if I do, just go to switch 1 there. Let's see if the switcher portion of it allows us to turn on the rear lights. So that has ditch lights. I didn't do the breakers and stuff. Now I gotta go turn off the brakes again. Again, the sound is courtesy of the Heavy Iron. He has it in the Discord, the enhancement Discord. Probably have the I still have the handbrakes on. Still have them on. There we go. It won't move. Okay, what do I do? Let's see. Alright. Let's do all this again. Just F7. Close the angle cocks. Disconnect the MU. Disconnect the air hoses. Handbrakes are off. A single. There it goes. Oh, there's no dynamics at all. I have the dynamics, but I wonder if I go to road setting if that'll change. Let's see if we can do that. Decrease, decrease. That's the humper control here. Looking for... Okay, so no dynamics. You just click. Yeah, see how there's no dynamics? I'm moving them right now. Well, let's see. We can also cut the brakes out. I wonder if there's an MTU valve in here somewhere. How am I going backwards? Oh, because that's... That's for the air, so that's how we can bypass the air brakes. But I don't see the MTU? I think that's what it's called. Kind of weird moving around like this in here. All right, let's see what the control stand says. So we have, yep, definitely no dynamics. We do have a speed control there that's set up in here specifically for humping. Fuel pump, generator. Okay, I was just trying to get that out of the way. Yeah, these are for, you know, they're for doing exactly what we do all the time. SD40s are, you know, they were road trains. I like the ditch lights. Yeah, that's cool. All right. There we go. So we have two of them. Let me change the get back on the regular time here. So this is the Run 8 one. I'm sure that's going to get skin's going to get changed. And then UP one. Are the ditch lights on the UP? Yes. I like them. They're in a different spot. And then here's the Amtrak one. So the Amtrak has a switcher now. So I will probably be redoing that to Metrolink because SoCal is more Metrolink than it is Amtrak. I mean, Amtrak runs through her a lot, but there you go. Those are the new ones. Hey, who's this AI? Wave at him. Don't have my, oh yeah, we do. It's a mirror. All right, so back to what we were doing. So we're in Porphyry here. We have these San Diego cars that we want to get out. I gotta push that button, right? There we go. So I saw a couple in San Diego here. So let's go ahead and get those yanked out of there. Pretty loud. So that LA, this train, I don't know why it's going to LAC. There's no auto racks there, but headed in the direction of LAC. Probably going to the corridor. Let me turn on my lights here. There we go. Pipe in here. I just type it in there that I was going to have Chris send me some of these new engines on the next supply train once they're approved. If you don't have the proper add-on, I believe the models are in there. You just don't have the skins for them. The models are there, though. That's part of the update. So when they do the updates, they sell a pack of them, but they're just being Run8 livery. Like a placeholder for them. I believe that's the word they use for them. Whoops. Grab my water and hit the brakes. All right, let's get my mouse on the right screen so we can pull these San Diego cars out. We want to start separating them so that we can just deliver them down the road. I hit that, I thought. Hello, Caden. The number of subs versus the watch hours. The watch hours are more important than the subs. Everybody, if the almost 1,900 people I have that are subscribed, if they watched 4 hours of this per week, then I'd be a rich man. But I appreciate it. Number of subs really, as long as people are enjoying themselves, the beauty of YouTube, nothing costs money for anybody. Unlike Twitch, you have to actually donate to somebody, and I have a few of those that do that. Thank you very much. Have a good week ahead as well. Thanks for stopping by. Hit that a little harder than I wanted to. Trying to read chat. Okay. So let's go ahead. We don't want to select anything. Control F7. We'll bleed everything out. And we'll check them. There's no air in them. That's good. Put on my independent brakes. Release all the handbrakes. And we want these. The stows are okay. We want to get to the San Diegos here. Let's see how many we got down the line. Let me go to the job that I had that I was doing at Malabar. Let me release that back into the wild, if you will. I'm going to say that's available in a recrew status. Then, let's see, BE livered, EXX, moved on to PPH. Now I'm in Porphyry. Can't get the hang of it. It's weird. So I don't use the keyboard, by the way. I couldn't imagine. I got a rail driver because I didn't want to use the keyboard. See, that's San Diego there. And not that there's any, I don't have anything against keyboard, the people that use the keyboards. I just personally wouldn't want to. So I use the rail driver. It's like if I fly planes, I use a flight yoke kind of thing. And it makes the world much different in this simulator. It is, it's not perfect, but it's way different than running through the keyboard and mouse. Although I use those too. You have to use all the above. All right, so we'll leave those there. We're going to peel off these San Diego cars. Thought I saw some other ones back there. Let me check my switches ahead of me. So that one's good where I'm coming out. That's good. That one's good. So when I go to back up, that one's good there. All the way through here, and that's going out. We're good. I'm just going to push these down on this track here. Nope, I like it where it was. Why I changed it. And now I can kick these too, by the way. There's not a lot to remember or forget unless you're using a keyboard, but then you have your keyboard controls right here if you do it that way. It tells you. I'm using this guy here, so see, like, let me see, I just got to calibrate it just a little bit. Find that if you do that, it works a lot better. Boston Wolf, hello. So I'm going to pass this switch. I'm going to push these tankers back here a little bit. Let's see, they are not loaded, so I can kick these legally. Even though that they're hazmat. Oh, come on. Coming on back. This is where those new switchers would be kind of good because you can get up some speed, some quick speed for switching, but we don't need that much. Oh, we'll kick them right here. Pull on forward. And we'll get ready to the handbrake on that one here pretty soon. I want to go back just a little bit though so I can continue kicking. So I have to come back and grab these other cars back here. That's a lot of track here in Porphyry. It's not really. Yeah, Porphyry is a small yard. Then the city of Corona, just outside of Riverside, in Riverside County. That's a small yard. You want to see this is a big yard. Where all the supply trains come in. This is Barstow Yard. There's the hump. Wait for all the trains to spawn in here. The classification yard, the outbound yard, receiving yard is over here. And they're currently in real life, they're building an extremely large intermodal yard out here. So the gateway to the west, they call it the intermodal yard. So the basically the trucks that go on these things here that go on these well cars that come off ships. Uh-oh. That's different. I must be missing the paint for that. Okay. Well, see what this model is, the DTX. And let's see. Do this. Oh, relinquish. Well, here, let me just get a copy of this. Actually, it doesn't tell me which one it is. That paint needs to be replaced. That's the same one there. I don't know exactly which one it is, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And then, so this is Barstow Yard. If we come on down here, we'll work our way over to West Colton. This is the Barstow's BNSF. And here's the outbound yard for West Colton. This is UP's classification yard in Southern California. That's a receiving yard for West Colton. And this is the bowl. So this is the classification yard for West Colton. And this is the outbound yard as trains are spawning. So this is UP's, the same thing that we just saw. It's a little skinnier. This has been here since the late 1800s. I just work over there. And all the green right here, just out where the cursor is, somewhere over there. Or actually, I work about right here. And I just live like right over there. This yard right now, so this is a recycling yard. Let's see, where are we at? No, this is the old yard. So there's a Colton Crossing. Yeah. Yeah, this is the recycling yard now. So you got a bunch of gondolas here and all the recycling plant here. So there's gondolas there. That's the old Colton yard. This is based out of the late 90s and early 2000s. Is Run 8. Now let's get back to Porphyry. Okay. All right, K-Mike's in. Okay, let me relinquish my train, and let's grab this again. I think we got it. Got it? And here it run up. Yep, we got it. So again, we got to get back to San Diego cars here. There isn't much to reinstalling the PLCs. You just have to run the installer. Run the installer and then run the updater. There's help on the web. Okay, let's put on a handbrake on this. And let's see, we got to come back a little bit. We don't need to put more handbrakes on because these cars are empty. But we do need to release the pressure off this coupler. Okay, let's go forward. Run up to the front of the train. Make sure our switches are good. They are. We got to get this San Diego. Yeah, it's like a lumber car. We got to get that off there. Oh my gosh, where's the time gone? All out there. Let's see. Make sure when I have the brakes are off, the air is bled. Try not to get run over. Usually a bad thing, right? That's okay. Just the one, I think, is all I'm looking for. I'm also typing Discord at the same time about the updates and stuff, so. We'll get this San Diego car, put these back, and then move on to this cut here and see what we got. I still got to write a job for picking up all these San Diego cars as well. I don't currently have one in the job boards. I want to make something up though, so we can go to San Bernardino, see if there's any there, and bring them this way. Park them here, send them out from here. If there's one stuff in LA, the yards we were at earlier, then grab them all and collect them all, put them in La Mirada, and drive them out from there, or AI them. All right, so here we go with a kick. Come on back. All right, we got that off at about 11. So we'll watch that so it doesn't go too crazy. Pull forward. What I like to do, I have to do it quick though, is click it and then just slow it down, but it didn't work. Yeah, it kind of did. Slow it down a little too much. Better that than sorry and the server crashing. Or is that sorry? Sorry? Canadian style. Get past this switch. I mean, we only got another 5 feet to go. 8 feet, something like that. All right, so we're going back here. That's perfect. We're not going to kick these because there are too many of them, but we'll ride them back. You don't have to set a timer, a countdown timer, because we know that the whole train was here before we pulled a couple cars out for San Diego. A lot of these cars have paint jobs on them, custom paint jobs. So they look a little different than they do in game. Especially the ones that have the graffiti on them. All right, let's start slowing down. I haven't looked real close, but I see STO here. There's a, yeah, STO. Start slowing her down. Here's a San Diego there, so we'll have to get that one out. Using dynamic braking right now to slow down so I don't smash into these things and bust some knuckles. I might go to the other side and grab it from over here. Oops. I go to the other side. They don't actually have San Diego. It goes off map. So if we... Right here, this is La Mirada. So this is like the Orange County, between Fullerton and La Mirada. It's the Orange County line, or where the Orange County break is. This is LA County. This is Orange County. And to go to San Diego from via BNSF, they would either go down the orange sub down to San Diego, or if they're going westbound, they'd go down the olive sub to go to San Diego. So that doesn't currently exist, and neither does like the San Jacinto branch that goes out to San Jacinto and Hemet and, you know, Moreno Valley and all that. So they don't have that in Run 8. And I mean, they're also missing this right here. They've been missing this since version 1. So this is UP as it runs through Riverside up towards Ontario, and this is completely missing in the game. They're just, we put some cars there because otherwise the trains will just drive right through or get stuck or whatever. So they won't go down the line here. But this is City of Industry, and then this is Riverside, and there's nothing in between, but there should be, and I wish they would fix that. Because then UP could come up this way, and then when they leave out here, they come through BNSF right here on the main line through Riverside and up through San Bernardino, and they continue down into Barstow. So those are real routes that exist in real life. I wish they would fix that. All right, let's get a couple handbrakes on here and get off this. Let's do a reverse here just to make sure that the brakes will hold. Hand brakes, that is. Yeah, San Diego would be good. Push just a little bit more. Come off the gas. Stops right away. Therefore, we are have a successful handbrake test. Cars are not going to roll away on us. You're talking about Amtrak? I mean, so I have there is Amtrak in the game, but I have repainted it so that it makes more sense. Like they're in the sim, they're called Amtrak stations, but they're actually Metrolink stations. And if we do, let me see, let me load. I just did one of these not too long ago. And, you know, it's the Amtrak locomotive. So the Metrolink actually only has, so we have it's not a P25, but, you know, it has something. And then in the back, they've got where they can control it as well from the back. But so this is the Metrolink. This is the local commuter train. These are Amtrak cars here that I've repainted for Metrolink. So basically, this would be the controlling cab would be in here. And then they have like it looks like it's like an ES44 similar. I don't remember the engine number, but that's what they have as a locomotive. So they have like a real locomotive, and then they have where they can control it from inside. Yeah, cab cars. It'd be really cool if they did a lot of stuff. They are focused on, you know, giving people the East Coast stuff that they want. You know, people's willing to pay. This is niche. There's not a lot of people that use this sim, you know. So I mean, there is, but not perspective to how much it costs to develop and the couple of people that do it. They don't have a huge staff. Video games are not cheap to make. Yeah, I do a live stream every week here from one of these servers, so a good chance that you may have seen some stuff. I don't do passenger trains typically. I went and rescued that one. Got stuck or something. Broke down. We went and rescued it. Towed it over to West Colton. It was a couple weeks ago. 2 Sundays ago. Which, by the way, for those of you that are here every week, my faithful, loyal, thank you fans. The last Sunday, look at the calendar here. 28th of April. There will be no stream on that Sunday. I may do it the day before. I have not decided yet. If it happens, it'll be on the Saturday, but I think there's UFC, so we'll have to see. But I'm taking a business trip, so I will be out of town. I'll be leaving that Sunday, so there will be no Simulator Sunday on the 28th. Again, I may make that up. And also, there will be no Twitch stream on the following Wednesday either. May 1st, my father's birthday. I'm gonna come back, and I think I only have the one San Diego car over here. Check it again, but we'll pop that out. I do see the red flag there, but all right. Well, that wasn't for me anyways. I was looking at it wrong. So we want to go on that one. And the mouse just keeps sticking on the other screen. That was close. Thought I was gonna miss. We'll just need to bring past this switch and kick it that way. Suppose I can move this whole cut back though. I usually reserve this one for locomotives. I don't know if might be too many cars there to put on this track. Have a great week. I'll take the whole cut. Oh, no, no, they're all outbounds. Yeah, it might be one too many, but grab them and go. This is the San Diego car I gotta rip out of there. Yeah, there's too many for that cut, but that's all right. We'll get the San Diego car out and then be good. The rest of them will push over to that unless there's a supply train coming in. I'll do that if there's a supply train coming in. Like, go fast. We're going downhill too, so. Okay. That worked out. I got it stopped. So that one, and that one. Those can actually come off there. Not going far. You have to stand on the ground on the multiplayer in order to change switches. Won't go far because it's going uphill, but if it makes it all the way, that'd be great. We'll grab the rest of these and see what we can get on that one track and figure out what to do with the rest. Probably put it on this guy here. It seems like the song that always comes up at the end. I have set to random. So we're going to get these cars moved over, and we've hit our time limit on Simulator Sunday. Thank you everybody for showing up. I hope you guys have a great week. I will be back next Sunday on YouTube here for some more Simulator Sunday, but back on Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific for some beer keggers on Twitch, Super Mega Baseball 3, and back here next Sunday for some more Simulator Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. your time if you're on the East Coast. So thanks everybody, and I'm gonna just move these things here, and I'll let you rail fan for a minute. I'm done talking, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody.